From the moment you were born, people might have told you life is random. You just ended up here in this family by chance. But what if that's not true? What if long before you took your first breath, you had already chosen the two people who would shape your first years on Earth? Some ancient spiritual traditions say our souls make that choice, not out of luck, but out of purpose. This isn't about DNA. This is about destiny. And here's where it gets wild. If this is true, it means every argument you've had with your parents, every moment of love or pain, was part of a plan you agreed to before you were even born. Why would any soul choose difficulty? The answer might change the way you see your entire life. In the world of New Age spirituality, there's a belief called pre-birth planning. It suggests that before you arrive on Earth, your soul meets with guides, teachers, and sometimes other souls you already know. Together, you look over your life's blueprint. You decide what lessons you want to learn. You decide which challenges will help you grow. And you decide who will walk beside you at the very beginning. Sometimes that means choosing parents who will give you unconditional love. Other times, it means choosing parents whose flaws will force you to develop strength, patience, or forgiveness. This idea isn't just modern mysticism. Ancient Hindu philosophy speaks of karma, the law of cause and effect across lifetimes. Tibetan Buddhism talks about the bardo, the space between death and rebirth, where souls prepare for the next life. In many indigenous cultures, elders tell stories of children remembering where they came from, and even describing the parents they would be born to. Imagine it. Floating in a place of pure light, you see Earth like a vast, living map. You sense the energy of every family, every possible life you could enter. And then you choose. But here's the twist most people don't expect. Souls don't just choose perfect parents. They often choose the ones who will test them the most. Why? Because easy lives don't always create growth. Pain, struggle, and even heartbreak can unlock parts of you that comfort never could. Think about it. The people who challenge you the most are often the ones who push you toward your highest strength. That doesn't mean what they did was right. It means your soul saw the potential for transformation and decided to take the risk. Psychics and mediums who claim to have communicated with souls say that before birth, there is no fear. Souls don't see life as good or bad. They see it as experience. From that perspective, even a difficult childhood can be a sacred classroom. Some people have experienced near-death moments where they report meeting a presence, seeing flashes of their life, and feeling an overwhelming sense of, oh, I chose this. They describe a deep peace, even about their hardest moments, because they now see the purpose behind them. If this idea makes you uncomfortable, that's normal. It's hard to think about suffering as something you might have agreed to. And it's important to be clear, this belief isn't an excuse for abuse or cruelty. It's not saying you deserved it. It's saying that in the mystery of the soul, even pain can be transformed into wisdom. In New Age teachings, your parents are part of your soul contract. This is like a sacred agreement made before birth, where you and others choose roles to play in each other's stories. Sometimes those roles are gentle and kind. Other times they are hard and painful. But every role has the same purpose, to wake you up to your deeper self. Now imagine for a moment, before this life, you are surrounded by light. You are not a body yet. You are pure awareness. And in this space, you see the outline of the life ahead. You see a mother and father. You see the home, the city, the challenges, and the moments of joy. You feel the emotions you will experience. You look at all of it and think, yes, this is the one. This is where I will grow. Why would you choose them? Maybe it's because your soul and theirs have danced through lifetimes together. Maybe in another life, you were their parent. Maybe you are here to heal something that has been unhealed for centuries. This belief also explains why some people feel deeply connected to parents who aren't their biological ones. Adoption, step-parents, mentors, in the soul's eyes, family is about energy, not just blood. You may have chosen the exact people who would truly raise you, even if they came into your life later. Many spiritual teachers say that when a soul chooses its parents, it also chooses the perfect timing of birth. The moment you arrive is no accident. The alignment of the planets, the phase of the moon, the energy of the world, it all creates the exact conditions for your unique path. For some, this idea is deeply comforting. It means nothing in your early life was a mistake. Every moment, even the painful ones, had meaning. For others, it can be confronting because it means taking responsibility for your own growth, no matter where you started. If your parents were loving and kind, perhaps your soul wanted a foundation of safety so you could focus on creating and sharing your gifts. If your parents were difficult, perhaps your soul wanted to learn resilience, independence, or compassion for others in pain. So here's the question I want you to really sit with. If you did choose your parents before birth, what does that say about who you truly are? Maybe you're stronger than you think. Maybe you have already survived the very challenges you once agreed to face. And maybe, just maybe, your soul is cheering you on right now, proud of how far you've come. Whether you believe this or not, the idea can shift the way you see your life. If you imagine you chose your parents, it can help you find meaning in your story. It can help you forgive. It can help you see your own power. Because if you chose them, you also chose yourself. You chose to be here, in this time, in this body, for reasons you may only discover as you live. In the end, the question is not just, did I choose my parents? The question is, what am I going to do with the life I have now? The answer to that is entirely up to you.